Good morning. This is Wayne Lewis coming to you again from Prudential Gardner Realtors here in New Orleans. This morning I'm coming to you with the fifth of 10 videos that we're producing about the home buying process. In particular, this morning I want to address the first-time home buyers. We're going to talk about today repairs. Should you, and it's just three questions I have. Here are the three questions. Should you buy a house that needs repairs? Another question is, if it does need repairs, who should pay for those repairs? And if you decide to buy a house that needs repairs, you should be advised of some caution, if you will. So let's go through these questions right quick. Let's put them in the order I have them. If you decide to buy a house that needs repairs as a first-time home buyer, who should pay for the repairs? Well, it all has to do with the contract and the negotiations between your realtor and the seller's realtor. Now, it depends on to what extent and how much it may cost, whether or not the seller will agree to pay for the repairs. Also, between you and the seller, you may negotiate to pay half and half on the repairs. Or you may decide to just pay for the repairs yourself. These are the three ways that could be handled. One, the seller could pay it all. The seller and the buyer can split the difference, or the buyer may decide to pay for all the repairs themselves. Depends on what the issues are on the table. Another question is, of course, forgive me, they're not in specific order, but here's the next question. Should you buy a house in need of repairs? And the real issue is, what kind of repairs are we talking? For example, if the roof needs to be repaired, and we're talking about, depending on the type of roof that it'll be, you might be talking about $3,000 versus maybe replacing 2 AC units on a house, which could probably run you maybe $10,000 or $20,000 if you have to redo the whole AC and heating ductwork system. But these are the things you need to learn. And the thing about all of this will be revealed to you in an inspection, which we always encourage all of our buyers to do, is to get a home inspection. Last but not least, if you decide to buy a house that needs repairs and you're the one that's going to pay for the repairs, I suggest very strongly that you do at least two things. One, have a good idea of how much those repairs can cost you, because just at eye level or bird's eye view, or however you want to put it, you can look at something that needs a repair ordinarily and think, oh, all I'm going to need to spend is $3,000 or $4,000 or $5,000. And once you actually get the house, especially if you have to take out walls or something to that effect, you may find that there are studs that need to be removed. You might have to remove some cross beams and all those things, which may require maybe $10,000 or $15,000. So you need to be sure that you're prepared to address or understand what's involved in repairing. The second thing is, before you make this final decision, understand who you'll be working with. As a first-time home buyer, if you have never worked with a contractor or any set of contractors, you don't know anyone who does the kind of work that needs to be done, do your homework. Go online to the state website of contractors and screen those contractors, get an idea of what their work ethic is. Anybody can charge you, but what is their work ethic? Look and see if they have some kind of history with the Better Business Bureau. If you're going to entrust friends to do the work, make sure that they're the friends that you want to work with that have a good work record, because if you're spending anywhere from $1,000 to $2,000 to $20,000, $50,000 on repairs of your home, you're going to find that the quality of the work is very important, and it may take longer because, one, you did not do your homework, and it may cost you more than you initially thought. So please be careful about taking on repair projects as a first-time home buyer who has no experience in supervising people who's going to be doing work on your house. Let me remind you, you need to be on top of the repairs and renovations to your house. You can't go out of town for 2 or 3 weeks and expect something to be done and when you come back. You have to stay on top of this. So as a first-time home buyer, these are the things you want to be concerned about. It's not a complete list, but at least it's an overview. So let's go back over those things again. Who should pay for the repairs? Buyer or seller? You can negotiate. Buyer can pay all of it. A seller can pay all of it. Between buyer and seller, they can split the difference, or the buyer can pay for it all themselves. Should you buy a home and need repairs? Yes or no? It's really a matter of choice, but knowing the limitations as a first-time home buyer, what you can do. And last but not least, if you decide to buy a home and need repairs, be sure you know your contractors. Be sure to stay on top of the individuals that will be doing the work. I want to thank you for your time. Again, my name is Wayne Lewis with Prudential Gardner Realtors here in New Orleans, Louisiana. If you want to get in touch with me, my cell phone number is 512-786-7959. And our office is at 504-242-9500 here at 7100 Reed Boulevard. Thank you, and I look forward to seeing you in the future for our next video on the home buying process. Have a great day.